What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Anthony's Takes. Right now, I'm going to give you a short review leading into spoiler talk for Wonder Woman. Okay, so I'll let you know when I'll be talking spoilers, and you can go ahead and cut it off and watch the rest of my video after you've watched it yourself. So, Wonder Woman. Today is what? Thursday, June 8th, I finally had time to go and check it out. I was really excited going into it, knowing that, you know, the reviews from critics and fans, especially the fans, were very pleased with everything this movie had to offer. It definitely surprised me going into it, hoping it was good, and it did not disappoint. There's a couple things I'll talk about later on in the video, because it definitely is a spoiler, but you know, for now I would have to say this movie was amazing. It was from beginning to end. I don't think there was a dull moment. Dialogue was great, acting, the way it was edited, the way sometimes you know DC, they're going the dark route where everything has no color. And very ominous tone to it, and it worked. It definitely worked for this Wonder Woman. It could have been campy, it could have been very corny, but it wasn't. There was a few one-liners that were dished out by Wonder Woman herself, but I didn't mind. But you know, so it definitely touched on different aspects from different comics of her origin, you know. So, and it gave nods and it gave, you know, little hints to the cast. Was great. Gal Gadot, they definitely made the right choice to have her play Wonder Woman. She had the perfect combination of sexy, fucking intelligent, you know, and you know, it's Wonder Woman, so there were at times where because she was an Amazon, that she was pretty much ignorant to how everything is in modern living because of, you know, them being cut off from the real world. But you expect that because she's not used to, you know, how normal mankind, you know, carries itself. Gal Gadot, there was like a lot of criticism when they cast her that she was too skinny. She wasn't like ripped enough, I guess. Some critics said her breasts weren't big enough, and you know, screw all that shit. I mean, she killed it. She had that cuteness to, you know, pretty much just grab your eyes. So she had the accent going. She had just the look of her hair, everything from top to bottom. She killed it. Chris Pine did a good job as Steve Trevor, I believe it was his name, yeah. Steve Trevor, and I remember he was in the original comics and he had this similar role. They kept that true to the comics. Definitely, I was just about to spoil something right there. The chemistry between them two was really good, and with that being said, I'm gonna have to give this movie 4.5. Oh hell yes! Yeah. So now that I got my rating out the way, let's get into spoiler talk, because there's a lot to talk about with spoilers, and So the whole twist at the end of the movie where even Diana was convinced that Ludendorff was Ares, the god of war, and the twist ended up being that the other general that helped them out earlier in the movie ended up being Ares. And when he, you know, revealed himself, you know, at the end, at first he was a ghost and he appeared, you know, I was kind of relieved, like, oh come on, are they gonna do this wrong? But you know, I remember the trailer showing Ares, you know, her fighting Ares. They showed a split second of him in the armor, so I knew it was coming. So, Ares you know, I didn't buy that actor to be a god, you know. But it was if they had casted an actor that you've known and someone that looked like that, you would have kind of sort of seen that plot twist coming. I would have to say it definitely was, you know, for that plot twist to pay off, they definitely had to have cast that actor to be it, because when you look at him earlier in the movie, you're like, oh, it's just a little side character, but then when it turns out to actually be Ares, you're completely surprised. Ludendorff being played by Danny Huston, you would think, okay, that's Ares, you know, because I know him from all the X-Men movies. He played young William Stryker. The action in this movie was amazing. The sequences in slow motion, the special effects, you know, the scene in the alley where she's not even in her full costume, she's all covered up, but she's just fucking reflecting bullets left and right, you know, that shit was, you know, legit right there. And when she finally takes the robe off when she's in the battlefield, when they need to cross the field that no one has ever done in years or whatever, and she comes out, leaves the men behind and just goes out, and then she's just taking all the bullets, so that, you know, taking the cover fire. Hats off to Patty Jenkins. I believe she directed the movie. Did a real good job at delivering DCEU's first, I don't want to say first, but kind of sort of the first achievement in their line of movies. Justice League has a lot to live up to keep the ball rolling with a storyline, plot, action. I know definitely there'll be a lot of action in Justice League, but, you know, just hopefully they can pull off what they did. So definitely recommend it for you to go see it, even if you're not into, you know, the whole DC Comics or any type of comic book movie. Again, and it's definitely great to see finally the first female-led superhero movie, you know. And, you know, she didn't do everything all by herself. You know, she had a team. She had Chris Pine and I believe the Black Hawk crew, the 4 other guys that was on Chris Pine's team of little mercenaries, I guess. So, yeah, not disappointed at all. DC did a really good job with this one, and definitely looking forward to Justice League coming out in November, and can't wait to see what they put together for us. So that's my movie review. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Hit like, share, and subscribe if you like this video and my movie review if you did not.